viewers. My name is Nicole Ayaware. Today we are bringing you a segment of how it is made from Creative Child International, and this segment is about fashion and design. I'm here with my two fashionistas, two young teenagers and youngsters. They're also entrepreneurs because they're actually making money of what they're doing. They major in tailoring. They get to design a fabric into a cloth, a dress, shirt or trousers. And I'm here with them and they're going to tell us about their journey because they've not just started now. They started last year when COVID kicked in with the school break, so they decided to venture into something outside of the books, outside of the class, what I may call thinking out of the box. I think with support from their parents and other people. So now they've gotten somewhere, they've been practicing this skill, and they're now at a point whereby they can produce or deliver a whole product that is worth a good amount of money. So I'm here with them today and I'll let them introduce themselves. And I'll start with the lady on my right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How are you doing?
Good.
How is the whole COVID thing treating you?
It's actually going funny because I'm not redundant.
Okay, that's good. Some money. Because you're a businesswoman. I'm talking to a businesswoman. Okay, so how is the tailoring business? Because you're already making money.
Yeah, so the tailoring business is good.
It's good.
Yeah.
How did you start? What inspired you? Did you have options and you were able to choose this, or were you limited to choosing tailoring? And you love what you're doing?
Yeah, for starters, I love what I'm doing, and when the idea came to us, me and my brother, we never had other options, but the option that was there, you go for it or you leave it if you don't want it. And yeah,
so you were not forced, but you wanted, you're interested, you had a passion for it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So when was this? When did you actually start?
It was around May.
That's when you started your classes?
Yeah, around May last year.
Okay. And if I'm asking on behalf of someone that would be interested to learn this same skill, how long did it take you to actually get the knowledge? You know, I don't know if you had some theory, then if you got to a practical part. If someone was to venture into this, how long does it take you to get this knowledge, get the skill, and actually start delivering?
So when it comes to getting the skill, like mastering it, it depends on your capability. There are those that the common time period for getting the skill.
Like on average?
Yeah, it's 6 months, but there are those who take more. Like especially for the old, like those who already have children, yeah, those ones take a longer time.
So you're trying to tell the young people out there that they have a higher chance of getting this skill and being superb in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so for the young person out there, teenager, and okay, not leaving out the old, they can also do it, but the young ones still have the fresh mind for these skills, right?
Yeah, because their mind is so free, they don't have anything to stress them. Yeah, so it's easy for them to grasp everything.
Okay, that's good. I will turn to the gentleman on my left. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I'm okay. What's your name?
It's Maxwell.
Well, how old are you?
Right.
Which class are you?
Primary 6.
Okay, I've interacted with Princess, your partner, if I may say, and she has told me how you guys engaged in the tailoring skill.
Yes.
So could you please tell us more about this whole skill?
Yeah, the skill is interesting and it is good for the young, probably us, you can venture into it if you are there, and it takes just a short period of time to master. Yes.
So what pieces can you make, or what clothes can you make?
Yeah, we make a lot of them, like shirts, dresses, shorts, many.
What does it take for you to have a complete product, a complete dress, or short, or shirt? What is the process, and how long does it take you?
Maximally 1.5 hours.
What is the process? What do you go through to get a dress finished or a shirt finished?
First of all, the first step is to measure the customer, take his or her measurements, and then we sketch the fashion. He or she needs to give us the fashion of her choice or of his choice, and then we go onto the fabric, sketch the fashion, the measurements, and then we cut and go into sewing.
Okay. So they've told us theoretically what they can do or what they've been doing, but they are now going to show us the hands-on, how they do this and how they actually tailor and have something made. So they're going to take us the physical process, if I may say. So dear viewers, me myself, I'm already a fashion designer. As you can see, so we are getting hands-on with the process now. We have our client here. She has already picked a design of her choice, and Princess is going to describe that design. Princess, please.
So she chose the design. First thing, after choosing the design, she chose the fabric of her choice, and then her design, the fabric has to follow the design. If she wants a short dress, the fabric will be smaller compared now, but for the design she wants, it's a round dress and to require a big size of fabric. So it's round, then up, the arms are small, but specifically what matters a lot is the length of the dress. She wants a long one up to the toes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I think we are going to go to the next step after the design being picked. So Maxo, what do we do next now?
I'm going to take her measurements as process records and we proceed. So we first measure the length of the dress from the shoulders to the toes as she wants it. It's like 53. And then we measure her chest for the bust. 35. I will have to measure the waist. 31. Measure the natural waist. 70. We measure the back part of her shoulders, which is the CV, which is 40. Done. Measure her hips. 40. And that's it.
Dear viewer, at this point, after our measurements have been taken from the client, we are going to go ahead to another step in the process of having a complete product or the dress we are making today. So I'm here with the fashion designers. So what are we going to do here? We have the measurements. What are we going to now?
So, okay, as he had already said, like after the measuring part, we come and put our measurements on the fabric. Yeah, so since the round dress we want, we first remove the down part, the round part that we shall use for the round, which we have already removed. And this, it is 2 meters. And in 2 meters those are 39 inches. Yeah, so 39 inches. In 1 meter they are 39 inches, so in the 2 meters they are 39 inches times 2. So after removing the down part, you keep it aside so it can't mix with these other parts. Then after we come to the top, to the up part. The top, you fold your fabric twice, as we have done here. First with the front part, and we also, after making the fold, after folding it, now we have to make the frame, and because we don't want to use a lot of the fabric, because also the material of the customer matters, we first divide the bust, and the bust of our customer is 39. We divide it by 4 because we folded it twice, and also the back part will also be folded twice. That's why we divide by 4. 35 we divide it by 4. You can use your head or use your tape measure to be accurate. You can use inches or centimeters. So it's 9. So you can see where we also have to add allowance for 2. That's like for increase. And now you can see that this fabric is all going to be cut out. So we reduce to save the material for the customer in case she wants to do something else in it. So then after we can come to the measuring, we begin with the neck to make the formation of the neck. And she says like you estimate how old the person is. Like for her case we use 3.5 inches. And then her natural waist, since she wanted her arms, like her arms are not like attached to the dress. They don't come from here, they are up here, and they are 5 there. Length is 5 here, 5 behind that, making it 10. So we drop that 5 because it will also be part of the length of the top. We drop the 5 and then come and look for the length of the top. So we come and look for also the length of the neck. We drop the 5. We drop the 5. And then her CB is 14. We divide by 2, and then like on your answer, like here we have got 7, then add half an inch, begin from the end. So then after we come where the CB stops and measure the armhole, this part on the dress. You drop the 5 for the arm. For her case, it's 8 inches her armhole. But since this dress, her arms are not attached to the dress, we begin like the armhole will come from this side of the neck. You shape it. And since like her neck, she wants a V, you come here and sketch it there. And then after you come, now you measure the bust. The bust you had already said it's 30, 35. So we come here where our armhole stops and mark there the 9 and add the 2 for the allowance. Yeah, so we want to put dots in this top. So the first thing before you measure the waist, you put the dots. And for her waist, she has a waist of 31, so her dots will make them 3. You measure the 3 and then add the 1 you'll sew inside. So that you can't reduce the size of the waist after you have measured the waist and you're sewing, so that you can't use part of the waist to make the dart. So that's why we add this 1 inch. Then when it comes to putting the waist, her waist is 31. You also divide it by 4. So you see, when you do it like this, you have mixed up the depth and the waist, so you mark where you measure, like after dividing your answer, and then bring the 3 used for the depths here and begin from here where your 1 inch stopped, and mark the waist. And also you also add the same allowance you added in the bust, where we added 2. But you can add any allowance depending on the size of the material you have. If it's big, ensure to use it. Use 2. You can also use 1.5. So after you connect the bust to the waist to make the form, you can sketch around to make it easy when you're cutting. And now we are done with making the sketch or putting our measurements on the fabric. Endeavor to always check because mistakes are there, especially when you check the neck. So after we come to the cutting, this is our front part. You have to keep your hand on the fabric so that you can't mess up your measurements. You first leave out the neck. It should be the last thing you cut. Then after, that's when you cut the neck. So now this is our front part. We shall use to cut out the back part. Come up with our client's dress, and as they told us, they started with the top part of the dress, and that's what he's working on. Let me speak to our fashion designer Maxwell. At this stage, what exactly are you doing?
Yeah, from our cuttings, I am now joining the back part with the front part, the strips, the arms there, to form a top, the upper part of our dress. Yeah, that's all I'm doing right now.
Okay.
From what I have been doing, I've been able to come up with this. This is a top And as you can see, these are the arms, the small arms she needed. Yeah, so let the rest be taken up by pieces.
So dear viewers, this is indeed creating, or this is indeed a process of creation. I told you this is brought to you by Creative Child, and look how far we've come. So our fashion designer is going to go ahead and take on the other processes of this production process. So fashion designer, let's go.
Yes, so after what he has done, putting the pieces together, the front and the back part, now the remaining thing we turn it inside, because we can't mark the top, the outside top. We mark from inside. We shall measure her bust and her waist so that we can put the top together, like make it one piece, one together piece. Since we added an allowance of 2, we first mark both sides. We first with the bust, measure the bust, mark the 2 both sides. And then after we measure in the middle and see if there is her 35, which is not, so we keep reducing. So we reduce, keep on reducing by adding. So now, after you have gotten it, make sure your top is organized very well. Now you come and measure the waist. Same procedure. And then after, you sketch there so that you can know where you pass. After putting the dots, we come and measure the bust and the waist on our top, so it can be easy for us to measure the right, like to see the right measurements. And after we sketch, so we are done with our top part. I'll show you. Yes, so this is our top part. Now we are going to go for the down part that will be fixed to this one to make a complete dress.
Yeah, for the down part, according to the fashion our customer needs, I shall need to put folds in it. So as to have folds in this down part, I will have to sew with loose threads.
After you measure the waist, after bringing the folds together towards the center, you measure the waist and looks really the waist. Our center is here, so you make sure that whatever is this side is the same. Half of the waist is this side, half of the waist is this side. So now we are going to connect the down part to the up part, our top. Push back together. So we are going to put the zip. has come to the time when we brand our clothing. So now, about this brand, we brand our clothes in order to like develop our market, to create market for our business. Yeah, like so that when someone meets this label, Creative Child Tailoring Club, know that this is our label. This is our brand that we use to advertise our clothing. If you're not able to come and find us doing the practical, you can know from this that we're the ones who made this clothing. Yeah, so if you also want to come and see practically how we do it, you call the numbers on the screen or come to Lugazi Kakoba, a trade star. That's where we are doing our business from. Yeah.
Here is our final product. The dress for our client is finished. I like the dress personally. I think the client like it. You like your dress?
I love my dress.
Yes, she doesn't like it, she loves the dress. And I think thanks to all fashion designers, me personally, I look forward to having my own made by them because I love their work. Yeah, so thank you lovely viewers for watching. For more information, the numbers to the administration of Creative Child have been displayed on the screen. Please contact us in case of any inquiries or any supplements or any other issues. Thank you for watching. My name is Nicola Yevare, Creative Child International.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi bwa hati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebirikorerwa hano mu Uganda ya www.guzaug.com.
Dream abojeri amashta marungi jeri kasige to manjeli dream abojeri nikatamba mazombe biguno bisente zo nendwara zombiri dream abojeri dream abojeri no kumori kubereshera yesike dream abojeri no kumori kutemagana kanto kakigura no kumori kubereshera yesike dream abojeri no kumori kutemagana kanto kakigura
Habo Jerry netambe ndwara zo mubiri zona kandi nekorwa aba Creative Child International iryombe pimo bya guramuzi 250 yigana 2 hamwe na nkaga yiwo mushobozi tuterera hase muzitu 0 mushanju zuri 2 kinana na mushanju 5 nina hana nemwe na 0 mushanju 2 kinana na mushanju 5 nina hana nemwe Dream Habo Jerry ne kiroto cyamagara gawe otarakimanya urye nyimanke kodi
masige